Here we go, y'all. One Piece. Episode 1132. I made sure I got all my crying out. I expect it to be one of those. So I'm damn near bracing myself, yo. Damn near. Man, I just can't manage to skip the opening, bro. It's just something that... Special. Just special. Nothing more I can say but special. Damn. Yeah, Kuma. Yeah, Kuma is on a different type of time at this point because... Yeah, he's on one. Damn. Yeah, Kuma's on a rampage. Just pain, bro. Yeah, he ain't playing with him. Look at that flag, though. Damn, Kuma. No music, no OST. Fire episode on the way. I would have liked for Dragon to say something to Kuma, console him in some way, but he's a commander of the army, you know, so. Kumachi.
うち病気になっちゃってさ。ラッキー。病気？みんなにまた会いたかったけど、これはお別れの通信なんだ。そこどうだ？すぐに行く。ごめん、クマチ。うちもう死ぬんだ。
Damn!
どいてくれ。クマ、どこ行くの？優しすぎるクマチよ。よろしくね。ずっと大好き。どうして何があった？かわいそうに何があったのかね。おいしい。
Oh boy. This is I can't do this, y'all. Oh God. Look how small Bonnie is in his hand. Ah, Kuma. Like he lost his best friend. Oh my God, bro. What is happening? They're absolutely cooking right now. It's like what I like is that Kuma is like, it's like happiness is back in his life again, right? And of course it's through Jinny's daughter. Like his whole demeanor is back. Like he's back again. The Kuma that we know and love is back again. He's like, I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna come back home. He really got a cage. Savo training. You love to see it. Her voice sounds familiar. W boss. Right.
お父さんの悲しむ顔見たくないし。ボニー。やめろ泣き虫。
Oh my gosh.
病気が治っ
空島って知ってる？私本で見たもん。
知っているのか。ええ、日光、月光、すべての自然の光であの石は広がり。
Damn, Moonlight too? Damn, Kuma, you loud as hell. But he's just emotional right now. Yeah, if anything happens to Bonnie, Kuma is going to destroy the world. He was going to do something so reckless.
あの医者め、10歳になるまでは治らないって言うんだ。
Yeah, how are you going to tell this little girl that she's going to die at 10?
私、10歳になったら治るの？お父さんと一緒に旅行に行ける？クマチ、助けてよ。
ベコリオがまたやりやがる。
So they captured Bakori and somehow they let him go. Bakori should have been packed up years ago. I'm sorry. The more context you get, the more you understand why Bonnie's willing to do whatever it takes for her dad. It starts to make sense. Oh, gosh. $10.98 Bonnie's birth. We're going to compare the anime to the manga. The cover page is a reader request. So, solo by Brooke. Nothing too crazy. Art. So as we see here, chapter basically starts the same way the episode starts. They, of course, added a bunch when it comes to the episode where we literally have an entire sequence of Kuma fighting against, not against the rebels, but against the invaders. And, I think that's a great sequence to add on. Of course, any squabble or whatever, I think that's the best time you can add something without, losing the essence of what the story's trying to convey. So I think that's great. In the midst of it, we see the flashbacks of Kuma thinking about Ginny and the trauma that he's experiencing in real time. We see it, after the sequence. It moves really quickly, right? See him saying he's tired and he'll take a ship home. Then we go 2 years later where Ivankov, again, the anime, this is where the anime excels, right? Because we see, and this happens quite a bit in this arc where it's just dialogue, right? Because you don't have to really show everything when you're drawing. It's easy to think about what's happening here, right? We see Kuma in the anime we see Ivankov in the anime running towards Kuma and say, yo, Ginny's on the phone. Kuma blitzes towards Ziden and Mushi. She's talking. The sad thing is that Kuma left before he heard her say that she will always love him, right? And of course, he knows that she's going back to the church. And again, the anime does a great job in regards to illustration, and I think this was definitely a chapter where it was unfinished. Like you can say, the art looks a bit rough, but there was something going on at the time. I forget exactly, but it's a rough drawing, right? But in the anime, he saw Kuma, whipping through the skies. He gets back to the church, and we see him walk in. Again, more context, more animation added there, just bringing the story to life even more. We see him, and he's just devastated. And they really do a good job in this sequence. They add a bit, and again, you utilize what makes the anime special: OST, voice acting, and what I liked is that they used the Bonnie's crying to kind of cut through the sadness, because that's like a ray of hope. I mean, I think it's almost ironic that her being a ray of hope, light causes even more damage to her and her disease. But I think they absolutely cooked, in my opinion, with the anime up to this point. And of course, we see Kuma trying to feed her. They added some more sequences there. He eventually figures it out. We have the sequence of the montage of her growing up, him going and fighting with the Revolutionary Army, training Sabo, even putting her in the cage. I think they did an excellent job. I think even with him finding out about the disease on Bonnie, this is not in the manga, right? The exact sequence is in the manga. We saw him coming home. He had something prepared for her. And then he saw it. She runs to him. And then he's boarding up everywhere. That's added in. But of course, that's anime original. But it makes sense, right? That's obviously the sequence of events. We're just seeing more of it. Great job of adding this. Kuma's in the church, says to shut the door. I think even more moments here with Bonnie and Kuma is good. When she goes and chases him again, the anime's adding on scenes very efficiently, if I might add. So then he quits. Dragon says to live your life without regrets. And of course, Bonnie's growing up. She's now age 5. She's bullying the bullies. Then we have it where Bonnie is talking to Kuma, and it's just they're bringing the anime to life. The voice acting, she's just so adorable. Talks about she wants to go to Sky Island. You know, we do the Nika dance together. The doctor comes, and of course Kuma's losing his mind. We have Bonnie. She runs in. Kuma stumbles over. You know, Kuma obviously lies about, you know, saying she's going to get better when she gets to age 10. And, you know, you can't tell a little girl like that she's going to die at 10, right? And then, of course, at the end of the chapter, King Bakori returns, which, God darn it. King Bakori, he should have been packed up years ago. A+. In my opinion, A+. They added on scenes that was necessary. They cooked with the OST. They cooked with the animation. I mean, it's not, we don't need special animation here, but I think they took the time to extend the scenes that needed to be extended, and I think it moved me. It moved me clearly, and shout out to Toei, shout out to that team. Absolutely cooked with this episode. I loved it. Great job, guys. Great job. That's as much as I can go right now. Okay, that's all you can get from me right now. That's as much as you can get from me right now. Like, subscribe, link below if you want to watch everything on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.